What are sidechains and how do they operate with the mainnet blockchain? That's what we're going to be going over in today's video. If you're not subscribed already, click that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you get updates on every video that comes out. All right, let's hop straight into it. A sidechain, I'll give you the technical definition first, and then we'll go more into practical examples so you can see exactly what this is like. Because I believe most people, you can hear the technical answers, but then until you actually see it in practice, it's not going to click. So sidechains are independent blockchains, such as the Ethereum blockchain, that operate in parallel and are designed to be compatible with their main chain or main net. Sometimes you'll hear it said. Sidechains can operate independent of the main chain with their own transaction, security, and governance rules. Because sidechains are designed to be compatible with their main chain, transactions and movement between sidechain and main chain are also possible. All right, let's break this down. A sidechain is centralized. You'll hear decentralized and centralized in crypto a lot. Centralized just means that there's central authority to it. That's a typical company, right? It's typical. You have CEO, staff. They're making a lot of the decisions for the company. Decentralized is that there's no one central authority. There might be 5 authorities within a company, and they're all keeping each other accountable, checks and balances. Holders of the currency can vote on different stuff more. That's in a nutshell what decentralized means. It doesn't mean there's no authority. It's not anarchy. I don't want to get that picture painted for people. It just means there's no one central authority in the decentralized realm. So the trade-off with that, whenever there's a more central authority, whenever there's side chains involved, you're usually the aspect of it for Rally.io, for instance, is that you do need somebody to do a lot of the developing for the site, to come up with a lot of the features. And if I wanted to go make my own token, my own ERC20 token on a different website, I can go do that, but I would have to then integrate that token with a credit card processor, for instance. Not the easiest thing in the world to do. So when I launch on Rally.io is a social token website. They launch social tokens for brands, athletes, influencers, celebrities, all that. When I launch with them, they already have all that in place. They already have the mechanism where people can just punch in their credit card number and that buys some of the token. They have different e-commerce functionality that can be set up right away. So that's the trade-off people have. Either you go develop all that yourself, you hire these developers, or you can launch with a company that does have some of their own rules of how they work, how they operate. And you're trading that centralization for the more, if you want to start from scratch and do a more decentralization from scratch, you can do that. That's the trade-off. So a sidechain comes into that where the transactions that happen on Rally.io are functioning a little bit differently than the transactions that happen on mainnet. So for mainnet, we see that for one example, if you go on an exchange and you're trading cryptocurrencies on an exchange, that's more directly affecting the price of it. So if I go on Coinbase and look at this order book here, you see these numbers moving a lot. This is just people putting in a price to sell, limit orders, putting in prices to sell a certain amount of Rally at a certain price. And then there's people buying a certain amount of Rally at a certain price. And the middle price is the market price. These are what's called moves to mainnet. So if I have some Rally on Rally.io, and I buy some of these social tokens, these creator coins on here, those are happening on the side chain. In order to sell them on a Coinbase or a KuCoin or whatever, I have to move them to mainnet or bridge out, you might hear it called. It's just punching in whatever address, like a cryptocurrency. You can move it to a wallet, you can move it to an exchange. You just need to get the address, the wallet address, and then you send it to that address. So you type in how much cryptocurrency you want to transfer, you punch in the wallet address, and then you just send it there. So that's called a bridge in cryptocurrency. So the sidechain, all the transactions that happen on it are going to be compatible with the main chain because you can bridge it out. There's a bridge there. If there were no bridge, then you wouldn't ever be able to get your money out of a sidechain. So every coin on Rally.io is tethered to Rally, RLY, that ticker symbol. So when I buy Gary or I buy Tilt or I buy Rise or I buy Health or Word, the base pair for all of these is Rally so that it can be compatible with the main chain. So even if I pull out my credit card and I buy $500 worth or $100 or whatever, I'm actually, the system, the sidechain is converting that money to Rally and then converting it to Gary or Rise or Tilt or whatever. And then, when I want to bridge it out of Rally altogether, I'm really, like, if I sell my Gary, I'm really converting it back to Rally, and then I can move that Rally out. I can't move my Gary coin out right now, or my Rise. I have to convert it back to Rally and then move it out. All right, so that's like the practical explanation of what exactly a sidechain is. All the transactions that happen on the sidechain are compatible in a way that matters with the main chain. Me buying different cryptocurrencies on here with a credit card does in a way help the price of Rally, but it's not as direct a way as hitting up the order book and getting that instant price fluctuation that happens here. All right, so that's, like I said, I don't want to get crazy technical with it. I want to be very practical with, hey, what's a sidechain to me? Because the person, the individual retail investor, or average everyday person watching this just wants to really know, what does it mean to me? So with that being said, click that subscribe button. If you guys have extra comments or extra questions, hit us up in the comments and we will do our best to help explain it in a way that's practical. Or if you have a more technical question, hit us up there too. So hit that subscribe button, drop us a comment, drop us a like on this video, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.